So Harvey, you heard me say it earlier, Harvey and I were in business together many years ago. We've stayed in touch over the years, and as things happen, goes around, comes around, and when we started doing putting CapCare together, Harvey said, I want to be part of that.
Right. I want to help out. Right.
What are you doing? Right. That's kind of a thing, and before you know it, he's got things that he's working on that he feels that would be very beneficial to the CapCare program. So there's two programs that we have baked into the CapCare program. Harvey's going to go over WorldCare and MOI, and right. I'll let you go.
First of all, I want to say that I'm here, even though I do have a sports injury, which I like to tell as many people as possible that happened during sports. So I took up the game of pickleball and took a wrong step and blew out my knee. So forgive me for limping around here. I'm actually going to put this down for a minute. So as John mentioned, we have incorporated WorldCare into the CapCare program. And what WorldCare actually is a medical second opinion company. It is not because you got a splinter in your finger, but you have some serious medical condition that you need a second opinion on. And nobody really wants to talk about second opinions other than the fact that when you want to have one, you need to have it as soon as you can. So it's a pretty important feature to have. And I want to tell you more about WorldCare because they started this business just about 27 years ago. And most of the business that they did up until maybe 3 or 4 years ago was internationally. So what their theory is that for you to get a proper second medical opinion, you needed to deal with the top hospitals in the US. And they actually contracted with the consortium that they created of the top hospitals in the US and providing services where they feel that they need an average of 4 doctors to participate in each one of their medical second opinions, at least subspecialty wise. So, these are just a few of the hospitals they do business with. The Jefferson, Mayo Clinic, Northwestern, I don't have to read them all to you, but Mass General's in Boston that they also use. I've had an experience using the WorldCare program for somebody in my family, so I could really talk to you a little bit about what the process was like and why we went through that process. They are 100% different in that they actually have nurse case managers and medical specialists in-house that handle the care between the patient and the provider. And they're not looking to replace the provider from providing services because the treating physician is usually trusted by the patient. They'll work with the treating physician to create the best outcome for the situation. And while a nurse case manager will handle the process with the individual client who is suffering through whatever issue they have, but walking them through the options and why they're different or where they may want to go for services if they can't get it from where they currently are. Some of the WorldCare Consortium hospitals where they rank in the US, they are the top. They do a lot of business even with Spaulding Rehab because they got involved in taking some big claims that people are out of work for a period of time, and they joined forces with Spaulding to come up with better programs to rehabilitate them to come back to work. And we'll talk a little bit about the outcomes of those programs as well. They currently have about 4 million covered lives under the program that they offer. They have over 20,000 specialists and subspecialists, and they have delivered over 25,000 medical second opinion, MSOs, medical second opinion. They've done over 100,000 pathology and radiology reviews. And why they're different than most other second opinion companies that are out there is that they will not take the word of a written report from a previous radiology report or any pathology report that's done. They'll actually go out, reach out, get the samples that we're taking, bring them back in-house, study the samples, and come up with their own assessment of what the problems really are. So the real thing that you see here is that 5% of the medical conditions that account for 95% of the cost of medical care today, that's just what happens in the average cost. They do have a 98% member satisfaction from utilizing their system.